Hey Greenville County homeowners, this is Evan Whaley with the Whaley Group at Real Broker LLC. I wanted to give you your end of the year 2022 real estate market update. If you've been wondering what's going on with real estate, if you've ever had any considerations of selling a home or buying a home, this will be a great update for you to really know what's happening in the market right now in this moment. When we look at 2022 versus 2021, so that's all the data that I'll be comparing. I'll look at December of 22 versus December of 21, and I'll look at the full year over year, 21 versus 22. So let's start with the full year picture first, because that gives us the whole data, that gives us the kind of the story, the outline of what actually happened in real estate in Greenville County in the last year. When we look at listings, what happened is listings actually went up almost 2%. So we got more inventory, which was great because inventory has been very much down in our area, so there hasn't been a lot of options for those home buyers that are out there, and that's what caused a lot of this crazy appreciation that we've seen. When we look at closed sales, those went down 5.9%. So we saw a decrease in closed sales, but 2021 was a historic year in real estate, especially here in Greenville County. So we did see a little bit of a decline there. We've seen a lot of people moving to the area, and that really has pushed up our sales, but we have seen a little less local moves. So that's been a big thing that's kind of happened here in the last year. When we look at the number of days on market, so that's how long when that sign goes in the ground, when you see that home that's posted all over the internet for sale, to when it goes under contract, we saw that actually went down 6.9%, and it took, for the entire year of 2022, it took 27 days on average to sell a home. Of course, some sold a lot faster, some took a lot longer, just really depending on the marketing that the person got, the agent, the pricing, etc. When we look at the median price in our area, so we can see exactly how Greenville County is appreciating. If you were a homeowner and you bought your house in 2021 or in the years past, you've done great. You made a really wise investment because homes actually went up from a median price standpoint up 14%. Our median price was a little over $302,000. So really great. What we're seeing is Greenville is still very affordable compared to a national landscape where the average price is close to about $70,000 more than what Greenville County's is. When we look at the percentage of list price received, so this is actually the number as far as, you know, if you list your house for $400,000, what are you going to sell it for? And what we found in 2022 in Greenville County is the average seller was selling their house for a full price. So that $400,000 seller sold their home for $400,000. That actually went down 0.2%. In 2021, the average seller was selling their home a little bit above list price. Again, that just had to do with some of that additional inventory coming on the market, a little bit less demand from buyers. So it made it a little bit more favorable for buyers to purchase. That's the year in a recap. Let's look at December versus December because I think this is a really good indication of where the market's heading. So we know where it's been, now we kind of know where it's going, and at least what we can see on the current trend. When we look at listings from December of 21 versus 22, we see that they were down 17%. So we had a lack of inventory. Closed sales were down 24.5%. So we're seeing less sales, less inventory. That kind of correlates with each other. And then the days on market went up 59.3%. It actually took 43 days for the average home to sell in December of 2022. When we compare that, when we go back to 2019, that still is a great time frame. Most people would be ecstatic if they sold their home in 43 days. And of course, people are still selling their home in a couple days, weeks. It all just depends on the marketing, the attractability of the home, and a lot of other different factors. The median price went up 2.7%, which is great. When we look at historic averages, real estate tends to appreciate around 3 to 4% yearly. So we're seeing appreciation, we're seeing that start to slow down some, which is actually good for the long-term health of the real estate market. The median price was $296,000. As far as the percentage of list price received, again, this is the number. If you list that house for $400,000, what do you receive? Right now, it's 97.9%, so that was down 2.4% compared to December of 21. So we're just starting to see a little bit more favorable for buyers to buy. And then this last thing that I wanted to point out is monthly supply of inventory. What this is how many homes are listed every single month how much available inventory is there compared to how many homes are being purchased every single month. If you ever hear that term a buyer's market or a seller's market, it's a seller's market actually when the inventory is below 6 months of inventory. If we're at 6 months of inventory, we're at a balanced market, and anything above 6 months of inventory is a buyer's market. Just like economics, whenever you're looking at any particular item, when there's a lot of supply of it and less demand, things tend to not sell for as much, they tend to not be as favorable, there tend to be better terms. When there's a high demand and there's a lack of supply, like what we saw over the last 3 years, then prices tend to go up, the terms are not as favorable for the buyer. We're actually at 2.7 months of inventory, so we still are very much in a seller's market. We just had a crazy couple of years, so when you look at some of the changes, it's still very much a great time to sell a home. So if you have any questions about what we covered in this video, if you've been considering selling your home and you want to get an evaluation to see what's happened in the last few years, if you bought your home 5 years ago, you would be amazed at how much equity you have in it. Or if you want an evaluation because you're thinking about doing a cash out refinance, or you just need some help to tap into the equity in your home, or you just have some general questions or want to do some home maintenance, feel free to reach out to me. Again, I'm a local real estate agent. My name is Evan Whaley with the Whaley Group at Real Broker LLC. You can reach me at my cell, which is 803-669-1919. We'll also put some additional contact details below in the description. So feel free to email us, text us, call us, whatever works best for you so that we can see how we can help you with your real estate needs.